The Sumif function consists of three parts. The first is the range of data to be investigated. The second is the criteria to be met within that range. And the last is the data set to be added based on the criteria specified for the specific range. In other words, what criteria must be met from a range of data before the summation of related values takes place. Let's say, for example, I would like to work out the total sales, but for a specific salesperson. So let's use Joyce Adams as an example. If I type in equals Sumif, open parentheses, you'll see the very first item that is highlighted after the parentheses is range. So it means that I am required to select the range of items that I would like to search through. So that would be the salesperson column. So I'm going to highlight all of those salespeople. Now I'm going to use a comma, and the next item that is highlighted is the criteria. So the criteria in this instance is Joyce Adams. So I'm going to select Joyce Adams from the list. So it's the criteria within that range. Then I put in another comma, and based on that criteria, what is the sum range? What is the range of values that I would like to sum? So in this case, it is total sales. So I'm going to drag through the total sales column, close parentheses, enter, and that is 531,000 for Joyce Adams. And I can check this. If I select the total sales values for Joyce Adams using the Control key on my keyboard, I can see on the bottom right hand side of the screen the sum is 531,000, which is the same value that I've calculated in this cell. Now another way of doing this, I selected Joyce Adams in the cell C4. I could actually instead type her name. So if I type in Joyce Adams and enter, it returns a value of 0 because it doesn't recognize the name Joyce Adams without quotation marks. So always make sure that if you are going to be typing the names within a particular cell, that you use quotation marks, and then it will return the same result. As another example, let's say I want to work out the total sales for a particular vehicle type. I'm just going to again say equals Sumif, parentheses, and again I need to select the range, which is the vehicle type. So I'm going to drag through the vehicle type column, comma, what is the criteria? Let's say I'd like to know the total sales for the SUV. I can click on SUV, or I can use quotes, SUV, close quotation marks, comma. Then what is my sum range? Well, again, that is going to be my total sales, dragging through the total sales column, close parentheses, enter, and that will give me the total sales for the SUV.